it's Sarah from Losing It For Me 42 with my week 54 update, I believe. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy or VSG surgery on October 26, 2016. My high weight was 389, and that was in April of 2016. On October 26, 2016, when I had my surgery, I was 324. I'm not quite sure what weight I was at when I last came to you, because I filmed a few and I don't know which one I'm settling on to upload. So I will go that I was 230, probably. And I didn't weigh today, but yesterday I was 228. So I bounce around anywhere between 235 to 228 repeatedly. I have yet to break actually I have seen 227 once, but I was really dehydrated at that time. So I have not seen it since. Anyway, I don't remember also if the last video I made, I talked about my fast, but I'm pretty sure I didn't talk about the overall outcome of the fast. So I'm going to do that. I fasted for 24 hours from 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. You are such a jerk person. Just pull out of traffic. Why don't you make me? Oh my god, I'm going to rear end you. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm sorry, guys. So 24 hours, 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. It went really, really well. I was kind of hungry at night when I went to bed, and I think that was just more my brain was like, hey, your stomach's empty and you usually eat. And I didn't eat, and I woke up in the morning. I did have coffee, I did have almond milk, I did have artificial sweeteners. For me, that wasn't an issue. Most of the research I've done in intermittent fasting, or fasting in general, says as long as you stay below 50 total calories during your fasting period, you really won't knock yourself out of fasting metabolicness. So I wasn't worried about that at all. And I had almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, and my little sugar-free flavor pumps in my coffee. Not a big deal. It was literally like 5 calories or something like that. The almond milk is really low in calories and carbs. So I think I used 2 tablespoons, which is like practically no calories whatsoever, because I think like a cup is like 30 calories or something. So yes, I wasn't like super duper strict. It wasn't just water only. Like I had plenty of tea with artificial sweeteners and stuff like that. So nothing I felt kicked me out of fasting. The end was a little rough. I got kind of hungry towards 2 p.m. But Aaron from my VSG confessional suggested that I have, oh look, a rainbow. I know, I'm very ADD right now. That I drink something hot, and it really did help. But I made it the whole 24 hours till 5 p.m. And the one thing I noticed, and this is going to be the hardest thing for me, was after I broke my fast, I felt like I was like bursting with energy. Like it really wasn't until I laid down to go to bed that night that I was like, I want to do stuff now. And I was like, no, you have to go to bed. And that I think is going to be the hardest part, is that I have to kind of time it better. I really liked the timing because I felt like 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. really worked out well, was that I had dinner and then I fasted, and from dinner to dinner. And it was like, I could go all day while I'm at work, while I'm doing stuff, while I'm not like around food and not thinking about food, though everyone was like shoving food in my face. My boyfriend like heated up leftover pizza in the oven, so the whole house smelled like fucking pizza. oh my god. There were times. There were hard times. But in general, I felt it was a really good timing wise, but that burst of energy was not really good timing wise. So I have to kind of evaluate how to do it best. Excuse me. Because that was too much. Right now, I am fighting fibro exhaustion, which is just making me super tired. And also, as you can't tell, a little scatterbrained and a little, slow. There was another word I was thinking of, but I can't think of it because I have fibrobrain. Yeah. So, I would very much like to get into doing, like, incorporating some 24-hour fasts. I did not feel like it helped with my mental ability. At least, like, doing it for mental clarity in controlling my eating, I felt even more out of control the next day eating. I was like, food. So yeah, that did not help. I also suggest that when you break your fast, you do it slowly. I think that was definitely something I could do better. I didn't feel like super restriction. I kind of expected a little super restriction. Did not feel super restriction. The next day, I felt even hungrier. So maybe I need to do a long fast. Who knows? Because I felt even hungrier. I still got my calories in. I did pretty, calories-wise for the day, I feel like I did pretty well. I think I got, for 24-hour fast, I think I got like a good, like 700-800 calories that day. So I didn't feel like it was like anything super low. It wasn't like it was in the 500 range or anything like that. But the next day, I could devour the world. And I could devour the world. So I didn't really feel like it helped with that at all. I realized that I have a lot more control than I feel like I do. Because I could go 24 hours without food. And once I hit that, like, getting past where your expectation of food comes, like that timing, your self-timer of where your food when your food comes in, and you're just like, I go past that, and about an hour past that, I feel like I don't need to eat. So, yeah, I have more control there, but I did not feel it the next day. I felt very like I wanted all the food, but I also feel like I'm building towards a very bad Shark Week. I feel very like, what are you people doing? I feel very hungry. I feel very like, I have no restriction whatsoever. I feel like I can eat everything. I kind of want to eat everything. I haven't been doing too terribly bad. I feel like, though I'm not currently tracking, I don't, like, looking at my day, there could be hidden things, but I don't feel like I'm doing necessarily really bad. Excuse me. But it has been, like, I'm hungry. Trying to supplant that hunger with, vegetables, going like, okay, if you're hungry, you're gonna eat vegetables. I have been craving carbs. I have been craving chocolate. I found these Atkins Moose bars. Stats-wise, they're not excellent, but they're not terrible. For the size of the bar you get, they claim it's got 2 net carbs. I'll say it has 12. Because if you take the fiber out, it's actually like 12. Then it has the sugar alcohols. I always count sugar alcohols. I don't subtract sugar alcohols at all. I do subtract fiber, but I don't do it with sugar alcohols. And I think I want to say they have 12. I'm not certain, but it's not terrible, and it's a pretty, it's like a pretty like small candy bar. Pretty filling too. I was kind of surprised at how filling they are, and they really like satisfy that candy bar desire, which is really nice. I was like, you didn't honk at me, bitch. So those have been kind of nice. Caution, first ingredient, maltol. And if you haven't experienced maltol, it's the best thing in the world when you're constipated. Maltol is a sugar alcohol like replacement that can, if you eat enough of it, have a laxative effect. So beware of that. It hasn't caused any issues with me. I don't know if it's just because of the IBS medication I take for my constipation that it just kind of, I'm kind of a one and done kind of girl for most part, unless there's any like severe issues. But I haven't had any effects from the maltol in them, so for me, the maltol isn't terrible, but especially if you're very sensitive to it, be aware of it. And I've just been having like a lot of low carb wraps. I found these wraps that have like 4 net carbs, and I have like little Joseph's little flaxseed pita. It's like flaxseed and oat bran pitas that are like 4 carbs too. They're little. The pitas are really kind of small, but the wraps are pretty decent size, and those are pretty good. And those kind of have been my like go-to for when I feel like carbs, when I feel like bread. I have those. But so like in general, I'm not doing terrible, but my eating is not. I want to get to meat and vegetables. That is I think my real goal over the next, I don't know how long it's going to take me to really kind of purge. I have to purge my house. And I'm poor. I'm not throwing food away. So I have to purge my house. But I kind of want to get down to meat and vegetables. And I think I want to do it for a couple of different reasons. I don't tend to feel like the bready type carbs that I get are terrible, but I kind of just want to get to basics as much as I can. And I think that I do have cravings for sugar, and I do have cravings for certain things, and I kind of just want to get, especially, I'm pretty sure it'll have to wait until this period's over, but once it is, because I feel like my eating will be out of control until that has cycled through. Cycled. But I would like to get, like, to that point where I'm just eating meat and vegetables. And I kind of want my meat to be mostly fish. I think I want it to be, like, tuna fish and shrimp. Maybe some salmon. I have, like, salmon burgers that I could, like, rotate in for my lunches. And then dinners are always some kind of chicken with meat, with vegetables, which I'm on my way to purchase, is some nice little chicken and some veggies, for all our dinners for the week, because the grocery store I go to has really, really cheap chicken, and it's Monday, and that's when the chicken comes out. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'd like to get to. I'm trying to deal very hard with the fact that I haven't moved on the scale. I keep getting reminded by people that it's totally normal. It happens to us all. And you just kind of have to find what works for you. Kind of just have to hang in there until it moves. I've lost a shit ton of weight. Like, this could be a set point for me. Like, all of that kind of stuff. And I kind of just need to hear that over and over and over again until it's beat into my brain. Because I really do feel like I just need to, like, accept that and go, like, it's not, like, I have felt more confident buying clothes because I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be this size forever. And, like, I know that there's a lot of, like, mental acceptance going on, and that, to me, upsets me that I'm shaking. That there's a lot of, like, that literally this is what my brain thinks. This is what I think. And every time that I do something like that, like every time that I buy a jacket or something like that, and I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't buy that, like, a size too small. I did get a jacket that I ordered months ago, and I should have known better. I got it in a large because I don't know who the hell I thought I was. I got it in a large, and it was a replacement jacket for a brewery jacket I had that I got in a 3X. And when I got it in a 3X, it didn't fit. Like, it's a very tight fit jacket. Runs really small. And so I got it in a large, and I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I tried it on, and, like, people were like, oh, you could totally wear that. It doesn't zip. But they're like, you could totally wear that. Like, it doesn't look bad. Like, you're not that far away. And, like, use it as a gold jacket. And I realized, like, I don't think like that anymore. Like, I've come to the point where I just kind of have... And I think this is my issue. I've accepted this as my weight. I don't think of gold jackets. I don't think of getting clothes in smaller, smaller sizes. I'm just like, this is where I am. This is where I'm going to stay. And I think that's kind of where a lot of the frustration and depression has come from my weight, is that this is what I'm thinking. And I don't think that that's, great. I think that, that's rather kind of sad. I think it also is holding me back from seriously, you put your mirrors in a parking lot? Oh my god. Crazy. But, like, I think it's holding me back from actually trying to push further. Trying to push to a new level, a new weight, and trying to do different things. I think it's also making it very hard to stick to things, is because I'm like, what's the point? I'm just going to be here. And I think that's definitely something I have to fight against. So, we shall see. I have more to say, but this has been almost 19 minutes, and I'm going to let you go and do another video so you don't have to sit here and listen to me if you don't want to. Okay, bye.